Hello everybody, Josh12 back here again with another video, and I'm here to give you my official review for Dragon Ball Super Episode 46. Now, of course, if you haven't seen this episode, please go check it out because this review may contain spoilers. But that being said, let's get into the newest episode of Dragon Ball Super. Now, of course, before I get into my actual review, please excuse my enthusiasm, if you will, or just like my tired voice. I'm recording this extremely early in the morning, so please excuse me. But of course, overall, let's get into Dragon Ball Super. Now, of course, this is the epic conclusion to the Vegeta trilogy. This is the beginning, middle, and end to a very interesting amount of filler episodes that I did not think would get drawn out this much, but did. And of course, we get to see Goku versus Vegeta again, and of course, Trunks freaking out, and of course, Vegeta possibly disappearing and possibly going to have to sacrifice himself forever. And that's pretty much what happens within this episode. And I'm not going to lie, I've had a very unpopular, enthusiastic, and just a very unfavorable opinion about these last several filler episodes we've gotten. I feel like as a fan of Dragon Ball, or just as a fan of anything, when you receive content that's not on par with what you want out of a franchise, I feel like it's appropriate as a fan, as a true fan, to voice your criticism. And that's what I've done with Super. I mean, like, I love Super. There are episodes I just think are awesome. But for the most part, it really hasn't given us anything that can legitimize it in comparison to, like, what Toei Animation did with GT. I mean, granted, yes, it has the support of Akira Toriyama at the helm for drafting, like, original stories and designs and new characters. But for the most part, I haven't really seen anything in Super besides the whole, I guess, exceptional episodes, and I guess to a certain extent the Champa arc really hasn't given me an opinion that says, wow, this series is far superior to anything else I've seen. I can't really say that. There have been some cool moments, yes, but to the most part, it hasn't been phenomenal. And that's pretty much what I like to voice my opinions on. But with that being said, moving off of that, Goku versus Vegeta, I feel like this whole fight was just very unenthusiastic, uncharismatic, and just uninteresting to look at. It was a very unappealing fight. I feel like the episode itself was trying to create a lot of fake tension, a lot of fake dramatics to make you think that this filler episode could have some kind of major outcome on the series. But at the end of the day, there's not really anything going on here. We have Goku versus Vegeta, and I'm still on the fence with the whole Goku versus Vegeta idea, because I feel like ever since the Majin Buu arc, and we had the Majin Vegeta versus Goku, and we got to see that Goku was definitely far superior to Vegeta, and he could never catch up. That was kind of like the stake in the coffin to the whole Goku versus Vegeta debate, which is Goku will always be superior to Vegeta no matter how hard he tries. And I feel like this whole idea of like fan servicing Vegeta fans just for the sole purpose of giving them fan service by making him a Super Saiyan Blue, making him as strong as Goku, giving him like a legitimate on par fight, just makes me uneasy. It's very uninteresting. I still think it's cool that Vegeta is still a very popular and compelling character and has a lot of great moments. But I still feel it's stupid that he's a Super Saiyan Blue in the first place, and the fact that he's fighting on par with Goku. I mean, like, I'm just saying, Goku, he can beat Vegeta at any time if he wants. Why is he having such a difficult time fighting this fake Vegeta? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I really did not like that moment where Vegeta was kind of like rooting for himself for a moment there. He was kind of like into the moment too much, and he was like, yes, Vegeta, beat Goku. It's like he's so obsessive, like he really wants any version of himself to beat Goku. I did not like that at all. I felt like it was just a very uninteresting sequence. It was a very uninteresting, unappealing fight as is. I feel like if Toei Animation or in Super wanted to give us another Goku versus Vegeta moment, use it as a plot device. Put it in an arc. Don't fucking give it to us in these shitty ass side mission filler episodes. It was just an abomination. That's pretty much the best thing I could say on that. Moving off of that, the surrounding subplots, we get Trunks, Goten, Monaka, and of course Jocko spreading out to find this jewel that was inside this gelatin creature so that they can, I guess, for some reason destroy, which will, I guess, destroy this evil substitute Vegeta, or as I like to call him, Vegella, or Vegelatin, whichever, funnier title you can give him first. But at the end of the day, it's really all for naught. It's just stupid. I mean, like, it's really just one of those things where it's like, you want your characters that are cameo, like, background characters to do something, but none of it is interesting. It's really just stupid. This whole episode was one gigantic flop of an enthusiastic episode. If there's any saving graces within this episode, it definitely happens with two characters at two specific moments. Number one, Jocko. I love Jocko. Jocko is an amazing, funny character. I wish Toy Animation gave him his own spin-off series. I'd love to see, like, an anime adaptation to the Jocko manga that Akira Toriyama did. I would love to see, like, a series of just Jocko, like, cruising around the galaxy, just fucking around, playing, freaking arresting motherfuckers, arresting frog creatures or whatever the fuck. I love to see that shit. And he's an awesome, fun character that gives a lot of levity to Dragon Ball in the recent years. He's kind of just become that new character for us, and I love his moments. I mean, that moment where Vegeta gets that stupid freaking pacifier stuck in his mouth, and he's ready to take the fucking selfie or the picture. That was hilarious. Or the moment where Jocko is like, trying to get taken away from the creature, but the creature completely ignores him, and he's like, "What the fuck?" That was hilarious. I mean, Jocko is just hilarity ensuing consistently. He is just phenomenal. Moving off of that, Monaka. Monaka accidentally destroying the jewel, which of course saves Vegeta and saves the day, is hilarious. I like the idea of, like, just these really random moments being the major catalyst for saving the day instead of just being, I am the superhero, I have the strong muscles, I win. Especially when you have a very enthusiastic fight with Goku and Vegeta. So it was really cool and fun to see Monaka and Jocko kick it up and quote-unquote save the day. But for the most part, this episode was garbage. Let's face facts. If you liked it, if you like to defend it, go do it. Sure. We'll love you for that, but at the end of the day, over here on my channel, I hate this episode. It was garbage, it was stupid, it was mediocre at best, and I really don't want to see it ever again. So that's pretty much the best thing I can say for it. If there's anything that's actually good outside of the Monaka and Jocko moments, is definitely the teaser for the future Trunks saga, which I will say this, it was awesome. Trunks has blue hair. Trunks has blue hair. Someone give me a very good, realistic reason why that is. That doesn't continuously piss me off. I'm going to try and focus majority of my time towards the story and hopefully compelling, complex dramatics of that story with the next saga. But for the most part, yes, it still annoys me that Trunks has blue hair. I will not be dropping it anytime soon. But with that being said, that was really cool. Which I think I don't really like to include in this episode, considering it's like its own separate thing. It's like a really weird transition when you think about it at the end of the day. But regardless of any of that, the episode was mediocre. It was trash. It was just a bastardization of what we could have really gotten with a Vegeta versus Goku arc. And also, really weird thing. Doesn't anybody find it odd with the conclusions to every saga we get? We always get this moment where all the characters, or at least all the main characters, are at Bulma's house at Capsule Corp, and they're all standing outside, and they always have like these weird like family friendship kind of conversations, and then the camera pans to the sunset. Does anybody find that odd? I think that's happened every freaking every ending to a saga in this series. It happened with, Battle of Gods, where the Pilaf gang are on sea, and it pans to the sunset. Then we got it with Resurrection F, with the gang, celebrating the defeat of Frieza at Capsule Corp again, with the sunset. And, Vegeta, whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things. There's the Champa arc now with the sunset. Stop with the sunset. We get it. Sunsets are beautiful. We love them. But enough of it. Dragon Ball Z didn't do that all the time, where they ended off the saga the same thing, same way, again and again and again. Same way with Dragon Ball, they didn't do the same thing again and again and again when they ended a saga to transition to the new one. I mean, come on. Let's come up with some better freaking endings to sagas. That's all I can really say. Unless you include the teaser for Future Trunks, the actual ending to the saga, which I guess kudos. But with that being said, my final verdict for this episode is a solid 5 out of 10. There's not really anything amazing with this episode. It's mostly mediocre. But with that being said, let's get into the actual preview for the Future Trunks saga, which is phenomenal. Yes, it looked pretty badass. I'm not going to lie. I'm super hyped and stoked for this new saga. I stated that, like, I want to say the previous couple days last week when I was discussing the promotional image / poster we got for the arc, and I'm stoked. I can't wait to check it out. It starts next week. Future Trunks is back. He's freaking killing it. He's fucking running away. He's crying again for the dozenth fucking time, and it's fucking awesome. It's phenomenal. Episode 47. I can't wait for it. I mean, the anime looks awesome. We got Mai. You know, is she freaking Trunks' girlfriend or wife? Is Bulma gonna die? Who is that evil spirit-looking thing? Is that evil Goku or Black Goku or whatever the fuck racist sub-name that Toriyama or Toei Animation want to give him? Who is that? What is that? I can't wait to check it out. This fucking arc hopefully is amazing, and I freaking hope it's freaking badass. And I definitely can't wait for the manga version, because as much as I love the anime, let's face facts, that manga is phenomenal. And I can't wait to see the way they do it and attach this freaking episode / arc in that fucking medium. That's pretty much all I can really say on that front. But let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. What are your personal thoughts on these filler episodes? This personal episode, Vegeta versus, you know, Goku, and of course the upcoming Future Trunks saga. With that being said and done, shameless plug time. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh12. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And hope you guys enjoyed. And this has been Josh12.